This is Oreo, a purebred pit bull, whatever that means. I can tell you what it did mean for her though. It meant that since she was a pit bull, certain people had expectations for her, ones that I couldn't dream of having. Unfortunately, history will repeat itself, such as dogfighting, animal abuse, and much, much more. These people are sick. These images are from a rescue shelter in Idlewild, California, where they found Oreo roaming the streets and suspected that she was beaten and starved due to the fact that she simply wouldn't fight. The reputation of these dogs have been slandered for decades, all for the human enjoyment. When you look into the name pit bull, it's such a disrespectful term to these kind-hearted animals. Their full name being pit bull fighting dogs, as they were forced into these pits and matched up against bulls for blood sport and human greed and lust for entertainment. Not to mention they'd even fight each other and other breeds of dogs. They even had them fighting rats. Thankfully, their name has since changed to American Terrier. It's really a mixed bag of names because no one wants to stay consistent with it and hold grudges against these dogs. While I was doing my research today, I came across an organization fully dedicated to pit bull maulings and attacks.
The enduring high-profile pit bull maulings. High-profile dog maulings carried out by pit bulls began in the 1980s and persist today at a higher rate. Not only are these public maulings more frequent today, there are more avenues to see them when footage goes viral on social media. After my own attack, I wanted to make my community safer. Even if I could only make it one step closer to a safer community. That is an important distinction, and also the reason why most of us are here today. Last week, we released new data on pit bull trends over a 14-year period. Women 30 years and older are now the most frequent victim of fatal pit bull mauling violence. Historically, those who bring truth to light about unpopular issues are targeted by their adversaries. Their opponents try to discredit them. The credibility of dogsbite.org can be summed up in one sentence. In 2012, the highest court in Maryland validated our credibility. In October 2011, my nonprofit submitted an amicus brief to the Maryland Court of Appeals in the landmark case Tracy v. Selesky. In April 2012, the court issued their landmark ruling. The Maryland Court of Appeals declared pit bulls inherently dangerous and attached strict liability when a pit bull attacks a person. The goal is to make a community safer, even if we can only make it one step closer to a safer community. A mandatory pit bull sterilization law is the most basic safety step a community can take when pit bulls are disproportionately biting, disproportionately occupying shelter space, and disproportionately being euthanized. That is the right side of the issue to be on, and thank you for being here today.
Now I really want that video to resonate with you. Really soak it in. Now don't get me wrong, I don't want to see people die or get mauled by any dog. But why is it that we focus on the dog's breed? A dog attack is not breed specific, right? So why do we focus on the breed? We can call them vicious, dangerous killers. Call them what you want. As long as you know that these pit bulls are the most abused dogs ever.
You were here before. Couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather.
As I explained earlier, these dogs have a long history without love. That's all any dog wants is love. And these dogs are the most without it. These dogs don't receive love, they receive euthanism. They get locked up in shelters, in cages, just waiting to die. Or waiting to be picked up by that rare family. Why do we hate these dogs so much? How could a person have so much hate for one dog, one breed of dog, when any dog is capable of doing what they did to you? Now, to go out there and say that there's not a fair amount of euthanisms for these dogs is, excuse my language, fucking insane. That is fucking insane. Remember Oreo? Well, this is her after the shelter. After her life of abuse, with a new name, Ariel. I named her Ariel because I simply couldn't pronounce Oreo when I was a kid. And it forever stuck. This is Ariel. And she deserved a better life, and she got one. Now, if there's anything I wish to accomplish with this video, it's to change your mind if it's not changed already. These dogs deserve love. We are responsible for them. We decided to domesticate dogs, so they are our responsibility. With the right love and care, these attacks wouldn't be happening in the first place. I hope enough people see this video and realize that we can make a difference for these animals. Take accountability. Let's raise them right and let's treat them how they deserve to be treated. Thank you for watching.